Hello and welcome everyone. I am Ravi and today we'll be going through some more counting problems wherein we can use simple multiplication techniques to figure out the total number of ways in which a particular task can be achieved. Let's start with a very simple problem wherein we are given that Harry has two different books and has five, five different charities to which he can basically give those books out to. And the question that we have posed is how many different ways can he do that? So, a way to break down this problem is to say that he has two different books and he can donate the two different books in different ways. So, he can donate the first book to five charities and he can donate the second book to five charities. Now, how do we calculate the total number? So to be able to calculate the total number, a simple insight here is that every time we select a new charity to be for B1, a new way of distributing the books appears. So a pointed example here is, let's say for B1, and enumeration is a very powerful and intuitive way to think about these problems is you can give book 1 and book 2 to C1, or you can give book 1 to C1 and book 2 to C2, or you can give book 1 to C1, book 2 to C3 and up to C5, right? So this turns out to be five different ways of doing it. So for every book he has, or for every charity and for every book, he has n number of ways of doing it, where n is the total number of charities, right? And the total number of charities is n. So so if we populate this matrix, we would have n such blocks for every charity. So which means that the total number of ways would turn out to be 25, because for every charity there are five different ways of breaking of going book 2, but then there are five different ways of picking this charity as well. So in a general scenario, you would have the total number of ways of dividing two different elements into n different buckets would be the number of buckets raised to the power number of elements, which here incidentally turns out to be 5 raised to the power 2, 25. A slight variation of this problem could be wherein both the books are similar. So let's say Harry has two copies of the same book. So this is copy 1, this is copy 2, and he has to choose from C1 to C5. Now this is a slightly different problem wherein what we need to do is essentially break this number of books into into five different charities, and it may happen that a lot of charities may not even get any book. So how many ways of doing that, right? So one way is to think about this is to essentially break the problem into parts, where the first way of doing it is that both the books go to a single charity. So this is single, or one book goes to a charity A and the other book goes to a charity B. So the distinct charity solution. Now ask yourself, how many ways can you pick a charity? That would be 5. How many ways can you pick two charities? So you can pick the charity 1 in 5 ways, but then you can pick the charity 2 in 4 ways. So that becomes n into n minus 1. So the total number of ways still comes out to be 25, which can be given by the formula n plus n, n minus 1. So it will be n square. Hope you enjoyed this session. Feel free to ask me any questions regarding these problems and I'll be happy to answer those. Have a good day.